Welcome to Ready to Mosh, a podcast all about rock, metal and alternative music. I'm Kev P.
And I'm Gem J. Each episode will bring you the latest news, talk about new releases, and review gigs and festivals that we've been to. There'll be a smattering of guest interviews and a lot of random chat.
As well as the podcast, you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram. Just search at Ready to Moshcast. Hello and welcome to Ready to Mosh. This is episode 15. And we're doing a Bloodstock preview this week.
We are, yes.
It's 11 days till Bloodstock, I think.
It is as we're recording, and I think when this goes out on the Monday, it will be on Thursday, so four days.
So it'll be 4 days. Away. And yeah, so we're going to cover some of the bands that we want to see and a few of the other things that are going to be there.
So this is going to be our first time at Bloodstock, so we don't really know what to expect. So anything that we're talking about non-band related, we're just basing it on what we've read and the research that we've done.
Yeah, and we're also staying in Serpents Lair.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the comparisons are, I suppose, between that and RIP camping at Download.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit anxious about it, because it's a step into the unknown. Anytime I go to a venue I don't know about.
Yeah, like, and I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What the process is.
And even though I've seen some vlogs and some footage and stuff, it's not the same, is it?
No. The one thing I will say for Bloodstock is that they've organised their tickets a lot better.
Oh, God, well, it couldn't have been much worse than Download.
It couldn't have been much worse than Download. Yeah. Like, we've had the e-tickets for a hell of a long time now.
Yeah, as soon as they decided they were changing over, you got an email with the link on, didn't you? And then the postage got refunded pretty quickly. Yeah,
so everything's kind of been covered off on that front, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I believe car park pass-wise, what they're doing, what they should have done at Download and didn't do, apparently you just pick it up when you get into the car park, show your ticket, so they know you're there, and then they give you a little hanger for your car.
Yeah, so there's a few slight differences compared to what we normally do in RIP. So we're actually parked over the road from the campsite, which is kind of the standard thing that they do.
But without a bridge to cross over the road.
Yeah, without a fucking bridge. Yeah, so there's actually going to be a bit of carrying. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, we're going to have to dig the trolley out.
Yeah, that's going to be painful.
It is, with a heavy tent, and we've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we take a lot of shit, so it could be traumatic.
Necessary comforts, but we'll see. As long as it's dry, though. Hopefully it'll be dry at least.
Yeah, as long as it's dry. I mean, the tent doesn't take long to put up, so...
That is a bonus. So, yeah, it's going to be a few trips, I think, with everything that we've got.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a couple.
So, yeah, if we just carry on from here, I suppose, about what we know, or what we think we're going to expect from the Serpents Lair / VIP option. We know that we get a goodie bag.
Yeah, we do. T-shirt and a lanyard, and I think it says something like, it basically alludes to that there's going to be more things in there.
So that'll be exciting to see. And we also get 10% discount on general merch as well.
Yeah, some Bloodstock merch is those.
Yeah, Bloodstock merch.
It's not band merch. It'll just be Bloodstock merch.
Well, yeah, which is kind of similar to the Download loyalty scheme regulations, I suppose, in terms of
I think it's really cool that they do that for the RIP, which is something that they don't do at Download.
No. So, yeah, it's something that they could consider, I suppose, for Download, but I doubt they will.
Yeah, no, they won't give money away.
We also get our own toilets, showers, and a pamper tent.
Yeah, that's on there, but we've heard bad things about the toilets over the years at Bloodstock.
We have.
Even in the Serpents Lair section.
Yeah, and I'm sure I read something or heard something about there being kind of compostable eco toilets or something like that last year. Don't know how that was.
It's a hole in the ground, isn't it?
So, well, yeah, I think it pretty much was by the sound of it. But one thing I have to say about Bloodstock, from what I've heard and seen, etc., because it is a small family-run thing, I think they're more open to taking on board feedback and rectifying things, I think.
Yeah, I've kind of got that impression as well.
Yeah, so fingers crossed the toilets aren't too bad this year, as festival toilets can go.
Yeah. We've also got access to the hospitality bar.
Yeah, the Serpents Lair bar, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
Which I can't wait for.
Yes, that sounds an exciting thing.
Yeah. I'm sure it's that one that's got over 120 beers and ciders.
I believe so, yeah. And various different breweries, so it's almost like a
mini beer festival.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. The entertainment in the VIP thing's a little bit weird in that they've announced various, I think they've got some cover bands, cover artists.
Films, I think.
Films and karaoke, but it all goes alongside the bands in the arena being on.
Yeah, which I don't get. So I don't, unless some of the information's slightly incorrect, but it looks like it runs alongside the main arena.
Yeah.
Which, if you go to a festival, you're going to spend your time in the arena.
Exactly. I was expecting this to either be on the Thursday evening or after the bands have finished.
Yeah,
so.
I was the same. I thought it'd probably be kind of like Thursday afternoon, Thursday night.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the Bandioki stuff I thought would be like Friday, Saturday night maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
The other things we get as part of the VIP package, we do get, is it early access to the sign-in tent or a fast-track lane or some priority? That's it, yeah.
So we get priority access to the sign-in tent, except for the headliners.
Yeah.
But we don't know who's going to be at the tent yet.
No, but that might be exciting because I've not done a sign-in tent for years.
I've never done one.
No, I've only done one once.
Yeah, and I want to see the band, who the bands are that are going to be there. So
obviously you don't want to spend all your time queuing up and miss a band that you want to see, but yeah, that could be something to dabble in.
Killing Joke.
Yeah. I was just going to say as well, the problem I have these days as well, especially with newer bands, is that I don't necessarily know what they look like. Because you listen to them on Spotify, it's not like the olden days where you'd see people in Kerrang, or you'd have the artwork, or you'd have posters on your wall, and you'd know them. And if it's a band you're really, really familiar with, or you've known a long time, you might not know what they look like. Walk past them, wouldn't
That's
have
a very good point. Spotify's kind of lost in that you listen to everything on Spotify and other streaming services, but you don't, unless you've seen the band before live, you won't get a feel for what they actually look like.
No, and I think even kind of in the not olden days, the middle days of before Spotify, but you'd still got music channels, but you'd look things up on YouTube to watch music videos, wouldn't you? So you'd know what they look like potentially from that. Whereas even if you've got Spotify now, you wouldn't necessarily think to watch videos as much.
I don't watch anywhere near as many videos as I used to.
I do sometimes, but it's not your go-to.
No, that's it. It's not the go-to for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was everything really about VIP that we know.
Yeah. The other couple of points that I've got are about the festival in general.
Yeah, same.
One of which is the fantastic price of the beers.
Oh, yes.
Which is totally different to downloads. Was it $6.50 a pint for Carlsberg?
I think the low end was $6.50, as in your basic Carlsberg, and then there was, I think the IPAs were £7, and ciders were somewhere in between that.
Yeah, and I think the export was $6.80.
Yeah, I've no idea how much the wines or spirits were. I didn't really look at those, to be honest.
No, I didn't drink any of those either.
No.
But yeah, it's £5 a pint.
Yeah.
And if you've got all those breweries and all those beers, that's just amazing. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And it's, again, I think it's because they're an independent place and they're not, basically at £5 a pint, they are not ripping people off. That is a good price.
I've also heard of rumours that there's going to be mega pints this year again. I think they've had the giant pints before, but...
The mega pint is out of 2 pints.
I heard 4.
Jeez.
But I don't know if that was true.
4-pinter.
That is a mega pint, isn't it?
Ooh. Oh, that's dangerous for somebody like me, though.
The thing is, though, if you've got all those beers to choose from, would you want 4 pints of the same thing? Yeah. Or even 2?
Unless there's a really nice fruit.
Well, anyway. So,
You've got me thinking about booze now.
Fancy dress. We've got 2 fancy dress themes, kind of. As in, Friday is Stranger Things fancy dress.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
And then Sunday, don't know if you class it as fancy dress, but they are wanting people to wear pink for Sylvia Lancaster. Yeah. So I've got my pink bandana ready. Pink bandana ready.
Not a pink pandana.
Bandana. It's a whole different animal. So I've got that ready because I'm not really a pink person apart from my hair.
Yeah, I'm the same. Apart from my hair.
Pink pants?
I do have some of those. I might have to wear those then.
Yeah.
One of the other things that we've seen is that there is going to be the 2023 announcement.
Yeah, on screen.
On screen during 2022, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
It's, and it's one of the things that frustrates me about Download, that you don't, like, they've had people booked for months and months and months. Probably over a year. They're probably booking at least a year in advance. And I know that a lot of people have complained when they've been going back from the festival and tickets gone on sale. And at least kind of like with this, because you know who's going to be the headliners, you know straight away who you want to see. And yeah, I mean, So I'm really looking. It's kind of a weird thing to look forward to, but I'm looking forward to seeing 2023's announcement in 2022, despite never have been even going to Bloodstock before. So it's kind of it kind of just ramps up the excitement a little bit.
It does, yeah, because I know they did it last year, and I thought that's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're going to announce soon what time it's going to be, so that you can be there in the main arena when it goes up. So
yeah, I mean, and one of those things that as soon as we know who the headliners are, that could potentially mean that we just straight away come back as soon as tickets go on sale. That's it. We'll have 2 tickets.
Yeah, I think they have said, actually, speaking of tickets going on sale, that general ones, I think you'll probably buy there and then at the time, because they did that last year, I think.
Yeah.
And they will also go on sale potentially on the Monday, but kind of specialist ones, if you want to say, like the VIP and camper van.
Right, okay.
I think they're going to delay that a little bit this year because people have been saying, we're travelling home on the Monday, we don't get a chance to buy them.
And they're sold out before the day.
Yeah, an example of them taking the feedback on board. I don't know how long they'll leave it before they go on sale, but just to give people a chance.
It's going to sell out though, so they could do it on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's not going to make a huge amount of difference, is it?
Yeah. But they might even delay it a bit longer from what I've heard, because obviously people may want to wait for payday, which is usually towards the end of the month.
Yeah, I suppose if you spend a lot of money at a festival, I suppose it gives those people a chance.
Yeah, so I can't remember exactly what they said about it, but I think there is going to be more of a delay for things like the VIP for next year, which is good.
There's one thing that could be done about that, actually, is to potentially, because if they've got everybody's email addresses, email everybody a priority link.
Yeah, possibly.
That would be a good idea.
I think the only other thing I'd got down to note was the museum that they have at Bloodstock, which I'm quite curious about.
Yeah, whereabouts is that?
Don't know. Somewhere in the main arena, so it's for everyone.
Okay.
And I think is it Iron Maiden themed this year, or have I imagined that? But they tend to show I think it's just artwork of
So do they showcase
albums.
just one band?
I don't know off the top of my head. I thought I'd heard that it was primarily Maiden themed, but they might have other bands' artwork in there as well, and other memorabilia.
That could be cool to check out.
Yeah, I think
if
you
there's
can
a
just
quiet
kind of
spot.
wander in and see what's around. Yeah. Right, so we're going to move on to discuss the bands that we know we definitely want to see now.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of quick disclaimers on this. Firstly, like we said, we're recording this about 11 days before, so there's still time for people to have to pull out and be added in and swapped around.
Yeah.
We're basing this roughly on a clash finder that we've found, which again, no times have been confirmed yet, so there may be clashes between the people we're saying that we want to see. And also there's still quite a few bands that we've not yet listened to, so there might be bands we want to see but we don't know it yet, particularly on the New Blood stage and the Jaeger stage.
Yeah, definitely.
But there are some that we definitely know we want to see, so that's what we're going to focus on.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with Thursday, which just has some bands on the Sophie stage before things kick off properly on Friday.
Yeah, so there's 5 bands on there, and I've got a definite on there, and my definite is Necrogoblicon.
Yes, they're on mine too. I can't say them properly. I keep wanting to say just Necrogoblin, but it's Necrogoblicon.
That's the one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to make of these at first. I was just like, what is this? But actually, they've grown on me.
Yeah, I really like their stuff. So
Yeah.
that'll be a good fun watch Thursday night. Dark Tranquility, a headlining Thursday night. Are you watching Dark Tranquility?
I've got them down as to watch them because I have got a couple of songs highlighted on my own playlist.
Yeah, I've not got them down, but were they at Mangala?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Get them mixed up with somebody else. So.
Yeah. I probably will give them a bit of a watch, if not all of them, I think. I'll listen to them a bit more just to decide for definite. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose we should probably mention the other bands that are on there.
Basement Torture Killings UK Grindcore.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
No.
So that one's lost on me. Your favourite band to pronounce?
Thum. Yeah. Mother Vulture and Nanowar of Steel.
Yeah. I'm sure I used to listen to the Nanowar of Steel.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Okay.
Well, it's not that I don't know why, I just can't find anything.
No, I don't think I've actually tried any of these. Most of the bands I've highlighted are ones that I know I like already, or I've been listening to off the main Bloodstock playlist and I've picked them out. So I'll probably just give them all a bit of a listen beforehand, just to see. But obviously Thursday night we'll be kind of wandering around and settling in and getting our bearings and stuff as well. So.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, so it's a chilled Thursday, I think.
Yes, because that's what we always do on the first day of an event, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Friday is busier day, a lot busier.
Can I just chip in with this? One thing I just wanted to comment on as well is, again, because it's based on Clash Finder, this may be wrong, but I also looked at last year, which was a finalised Clash Finder, and it does seem an early start and a late finish compared to download. And I don't know how I feel about either.
Yeah, it starts really... I think the Clash Finder times are completely wrong. But
yeah, that first band on the new Blood stage is 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30.
And then you've got like 11:15, and then the last band finishing at midnight.
That's a long day. That's late
for us.
Rock and roll.
Anyway, but I suppose you've not got as much walking and as many bands to swap about.
That's
so you're
true,
preserving energy at the same time. So, and you've not got planes to wake you up at all hours, I don't think.
Why did planes wake you up?
Well, they wake some of us up. Anywho. So, yeah, Friday first band.
Heart of a Coward.
I've got Red Method before that.
Oh, okay.
I've heard good things about them.
I'm still to listen to Red Method yet, so I'll...
Yeah, I've listened to quite a bit and I'm quite liking most of what I've heard, and heard good things about the live show. So if I'm up and ready for 11:15,
if that's when it starts,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Heart of a Coward, who follow Red Method.
Yeah, I've got them highlighted as well.
Yeah, I've been listening to Heart of a Coward a little while, and I think I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago that I really wanted to see them live. So I'm definitely going to be watching those.
Next up, I've got Bloody Wood.
Yeah, I've got Bloody Wood.
Bloody Wood are a band I came across through Rockfit last year, I think. We did a routine to Ari Ari.
Yeah.
And I love that song. And obviously with them being at Bloodstock, I've been listening to more of them. And it is different, but it works.
Yeah, I remember you trying to describe it to me. And I just, from your description, I just went, that sounds terrible.
Bangra metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to Bloody Wood and I think they're amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing. They're probably one of the bands I'm most looking forward to seeing.
I think there's going to be a big crowd there because they've got a couple of dates, I think, before and after or just before Bloodstock, which have sold out. So, yeah they've got a good following with them. Yeah,
that's going to be really good. We've also got on here, I've got on here, last week's guests.
Yes, Sinkalima.
So I will be down the front to watch those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got our merch now, so
we have.
Yeah, we'll be down the front to watch those, and hopefully maybe catch up with them over the weekend as well.
Yeah, probably will. I've got a provisional next on Party Cannon because I can't decide if I like them or not yet.
I've not listened to Party Cannon.
I think it's one of those that if I don't watch them, I think I'll be okay with it. But I want to listen to them a bit more just to decide for definite if I do want to go out of my way or if that'll be a little bit of a rest slot potentially.
Yeah. Next, I've got Doyle, I'm again...
a real-life actual misfit.
Actual misfit.
Original misfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Doyle stuff, so that's going to be great.
And will he play some misfit stuff? I don't know.
Ooh. Controversial.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I want him to play Misfit stuff. I think I want him to play his own stuff.
I do, but at the same time, I kind of want to hear some Misfit stuff live from an actual Misfit. So. Yeah.
Ooh. I suppose part of it could depend on whether he's allowed to.
Well, yeah, that's always a thing, isn't it, when a band branches off and stuff. But I'm excited either way.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. I've got Discharge down to watch.
Me too.
And I'm looking forward to seeing those. I've been listening to a lot lately, and that's going to be, it's just going to be a really heavy set. So that'd be really cool.
Yep. And Gawa.
Yeah, we've got to watch those. That's just going to be...
It's one of those bands, I don't know, I've not seen them before.
Yes.
They look such fun live.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fun set. Hopefully it's nice and warm, some beers. Just, kind of watching the act, watching the performance. The theatrics. That's the fella. Look forward to seeing that. But next up, I've got a bit of a clash. Looking at the Clash Finder, so I've got Exodus down. Yeah, who I really want to watch. But it also clashes with I Hate God.
Yeah, I've got Exodus down as a definite. Sorry, not potential. A definite. Again, because it's one of those bands I don't know how I've never seen them before.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I think with this, because Exodus will always be around, if you know what I mean.
Well, we've said that before. We've fallen into this trap before.
I'll probably watch most of their set and then go across and watch I Hate God.
I've not really listened to I Hate God yet. You've mentioned them to me earlier today, so I'm going to give them a listen anyway.
Yeah.
Decide from that, but I'm definitely watching Exodus.
Yeah.
And next up, Surprise Band.
No.
Who could it be? We don't know. I guess we don't. We won't know till we're there.
Who do you think it could?
Well, you know who I said I want it to be? Ghost.
Well, that's not happening.
I know, but can dream. I don't know. I heard a rumour somewhere, someone had read or someone had said, that it's someone who's never been at Bloodstock before.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be an internationally renowned band. Internationally known. Which doesn't really narrow it down, does it?
I still think it could be Pantera. I
don't.
Why do you not?
I just think with all the controversy around him, I just don't think they would go, oh, guess what? Ta-da! And loads of people are going to kick off about it. Why would they do that?
They were supposed to be there, weren't they?
Phil Anselmo and his other band that I can't remember.
Exactly, so
I don't think they would risk that controversy. So, yeah, I don't think they would do that where there's a good chance that half the crowd are not going to be happy about it. It's got to be someone that everyone's going to love. Is my thoughts anyway.
Well, you say that, but it clashes with Testament, so if they get a split in the crowd, does it really matter?
Plus also, I think if it was going to be Pantera, would they not want to be on the main stage rather than in a tent?
That's a good point. That's something I'm not considered.
Yeah, so I don't
know who it could be.
I really don't.
Well, what I like about it, unlike other festivals, it's kept secret. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
And you know it's going to happen, because obviously sometimes the secret's set, you don't know it's going to happen, so you miss it through no fault of your own. And I guess, it's just being in the right place at the right time, isn't it, if you happen to get to them. So you know it's going to be a surprise. But, yeah.
We'll see. Next up, I've got one of my favourite bands that I've seen before.
Yep.
Avatar.
Yes, I've not seen them before, but I'm definitely going to be watching them. We should have seen them earlier this year, shouldn't we?
Yeah, they pulled out earlier this year.
So we are going to see them next year.
Yeah, I got tickets for next year. Their live shows are really cool.
Yeah, you were up bright and early to see them at Download.
I was after a heavy night the night before. I still managed to rouse myself.
Commitment. I didn't have that commitment to go and see them at that point in time. But that's fine because I get to see them now.
Yeah, and you'll love them. They're really good. Then next up is Behemoth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I've got these down. One of the things that I do find really strange about this, if Clash Finder is correct, the main stage finishes before the second stage.
Yeah,
That's really odd.
I thought that odd, and I've tried to get my head around why it could be. I don't know.
Do you think it's a noise thing?
It could be a
noise order
thing.
Because if it's within the tent, it's confined to a certain degree, isn't it?
That's a good point, actually. One that I'd not thought about.
Whereas if it's on the main stage,
it's going to be louder.
It's going to be louder, and the sound's going to travel further.
Yeah, there is that. The other thing, I suppose, is if a lot of people are there for the headliners, then that might kind of drift people's exit out more, if you know what I mean. Stagger it out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
For your day ticket people and all of that, or people might want to watch that and then go to bed, and you've got kind of a bonus for people who want to stay up. But anyway, yes, Behemoth.
Yeah, Behemoth will be incredible.
They
really
will.
Looking forward to that.
I think we mentioned before that one of our favourite subjects, bands that are better in the dark, because they were good at Download in 2019, but you didn't get the same atmosphere of all the stage set up in the daylight.
No. And in the dark, they'll be incredible.
They will, definitely. Looking forward to it. And then we've got Sleep Token.
Yeah.
Gonna try them again, one last time.
I don't think I've seen Sleep Token.
You haven't? I've only saw them at Download this year, and as we discussed in the Download review, I watched a bit of them. I still don't quite get them. And they didn't grasp me live at Download, but they were in a tent in the daylight, so...
Yeah, that's probably going to make a difference.
This is kind of a last chance for them to impress me.
Well, the first chance for me.
For you, yeah. But yeah, if we're still awake at that time, we'll be watching them. And I think that's it for Friday.
Yep. As we were saying earlier, we've not listened to all of the bands on the playlist yet, so my Saturday especially looks very thin.
Mine does, especially first thing. I've got a few possibles and then some definites later on. But that's fine. We can have more of a chill day, potentially. And obviously, if we don't get a chance to listen to people beforehand, we can just watch whoever's about, can't we?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We've both watched bands live before that have been a lot better than what they were on Spotify or other streaming services.
On record?
On record? Yeah. I've got Best
you have,
to start with.
I've not listened to them, so I don't know yet.
Yeah, I've got them down, and if I'm up and around, I'll go and watch those.
First one I've got, potentially, is Draconian Rain on the New Blood stage, who were at Mangata, and I think we watched a couple of songs before we had to go and check in. That's who I'm getting Dark Tranquillity mixed up with. Is it?
Yeah, it's Draconian Rain.
Yeah, I did I did like what I heard of them at Mangata.
Yeah, I might join you for that.
Yeah, so I think they're, allegedly on about 12, which I think is a reasonable starting point for Saturday.
That's not too bad, yeah.
Yeah.
A few beers deep by then.
Yes. I've also got Spirit World potentially highlighted, because I've definitely got at least one song on my playlist that I liked of them. So
I don't think I've listened to Spirit World yet.
Cage Fighter, another one I've got that were at Mangata, who I remember listening to when we were sat down, I think having some food, and they sounded quite good, so we'll probably give them an actual watch this time.
On a bigger stage as well.
Yeah. And also Lorna Shore, because I've heard good things about them a lot.
You were talking a lot about Lorna Shore.
Yeah, a few months ago I was listening to them a bit, got a bit of a cradley vibe to them.
Okay. I'll give those a listen then.
Yeah, I think it's when the Bloodstock playlist first came out, picked up on them from that, and say I've heard quite a lot of good things about them live. And then I look like I have got quite a big space potentially.
The first one I've got down after the early start is Blood Youth.
Okay, I've got Ginger for definite before them on the main stage.
I've listened to Ginger. I'm not too fussed about Ginger.
Okay.
So I'll leave you to watch those.
Yeah, so I'll potentially watch all of Ginger if it does clash with Blood Youth, because I did only see them a couple of weeks ago, and then come and catch the end of them maybe. Yeah,
I'm going to go and watch Blood Youth again. I really like Blood Youth, so that'll be a great gig. Be good to kind of see the size of the crowd as well that they get. Yeah. Compared to what they kind of got at Mangata.
Yeah, I think if Ginger are on at the same time, I think it might be quite small, to be honest, because I think a lot of people are going to watch Ginger.
Yeah. That's bad. Makes it easier for me to get to the front. Yeah. Get a better view.
And then Bury Tomorrow.
Bury Tomorrow. Yeah. Bury me, for this is where I wish to be buried. What? It's what Bob Mortimer said on Taskmaster.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Bury Tomorrow, if you're not a weirdo like us. Always up for giving them a watch.
Yeah, I've seen them 2-3 times now, I think.
You didn't see them at Download this year, so you've not seen them with the new singer, have you?
No, I've not.
So you can compare. I've only seen them live with the new
I've only seen the original singer. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah. But everything I've heard, you mentioned it, and I've heard a few other people talk about it, that the new singer was incredible. Yeah. So that'll be good to watch.
Yeah, he just fits in really well with kind of the old guard, as it were.
Yeah.
Definitely give them a watch again. And then I've got Dimmu Borgir.
Same. Yeah, that is going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. And again, it's one that's going to work really well later on in the day.
Yeah, because I think by that time, it's only a couple of weeks actually. I was going to say it's going to be getting dark by then.
It will be.
Probably by the time they finish, it'll be dusky.
Yeah. I think they'll be great. I think really well.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
And Merciful Fate, they're one of those bands I never thought I'd get to see, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
Because they're so old and they don't seem to have done much, especially over here lately.
No.
I may be wrong on that, but I don't seem to have seen them about anywhere.
Yeah, that's a great way to close the main stage on Saturday.
Yeah.
I think the lineup this year has been really solid.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a great way to close the main stage on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that too.
And then Malevolence.
Which also causes a bit of an issue.
It does, because there is actually...
At the same time on the Jaeger stage.
The Cunts Unplugged.
Yeah, the Cunts did an Unplugged set.
Which I think will be quite fun.
Yeah.
And it's annoying because I didn't see Malevolence at Download because they were going to be at Bloodstock.
I can't remember.
We didn't watch them at Download.
Did we not?
No, because we said they're going to be headlining the Sophie stage, so...
We'll watch them there.
We'll watch them there because that'll be like a bigger, better
Or let's maybe watch the Cunts Unplugged set, and it's only halfway through the Malevolence set. Yeah. And maybe catch the rest of the Malevolence set.
And like we said, these timings could be wrong anyway.
Yeah, the times could be wrong.
So we might get to see all of both.
Yeah, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, be Wild Rebels on a Saturday night. Yeah, I think that's it then.
I think that's all for Saturday, isn't it?
Aye. Right, so now Sunday. I've got an early band Sunday to start with at 11:15. Vended.
Wow, that is an early start.
Baby Slipknot, if you will.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
I might have to watch that.
I just feel like I should. You know, like when we watched Baby Green Day at Leeds?
Yeah.
Keeping you up.
Yeah. I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, you've not listened to them yet, have you?
No.
It is, to me, in my ears, very much like listening to Slipknot. The fact that Corey's son sounds exactly like him, just bizarre. But not, obviously, because he's got the same genes. But someone to have the same voice, I don't know. It's good, though. I like it.
Okay, yeah.
I think it'd be good to watch as well.
If I'm up and about, I might come and join you for that. My first band that I do have down is the next one, which is Life of Agony.
Yes.
Oh, you seem quite excited about Life of Agony.
Yeah, they're just one of those bands that's been around since forever. And I remember reading about them back in like the 90s in Kerrang and stuff, but never really listened to them. I think, obviously, pre-streaming and all that, you had to really want to buy a band to listen to them, which I never did back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or know someone who'd got it so you could copy or get it out of the library. Oh, imagine. And I kind of forgot they existed, really, until recently. And, yeah, definitely want to give them a watch.
Next up, I've got Butcher Babies.
Same.
They've been around quite a while now.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
And so I'm surprised I've not actually watched them before.
No, I feel like they have been at Download in recent years.
Yeah.
But we've not seen them.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. So, yeah, they'll be good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then I've got quite a gap because of some of the bands that I've just not had the chance to listen to yet.
I've got Devastator on the New Blood stage, who I saw at Mangata and loved, so definitely want to watch them again.
Yeah.
And also Drip Fed Empire, who are another band who we heard at Mangata but didn't see, so would like to give them a watch, but there's a potential clash with Harriet.
Interestingly, I've not got Harriet or Dripford Empire ticked on here.
Oh.
And they should be.
Well, get your highlighter out.
Yeah. So I will watch Dripford Empire, and hopefully there's going to be no clash, and then I'll go and watch Harriet with you.
Yeah.
As well. I can't believe I've missed those. That's weird. But yeah, I think both of those will be good. And then I've got another bit of a gap until we get to a classic old school band.
Yes, a bit of a food gap. And then, flashback to the noughties, a band I don't think I've seen before.
Have you not?
Or have I? You've got me thinking now.
I've seen El Nino before.
I feel like I did see them at
Download.
Ozfest.
They were at Download in 04.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are you getting them mixed up with Soulfly?
Soulfly, no, they were definitely there.
Okay. I may have seen them before at Download or Ozfest.
Oh, well, I know I've definitely seen. I've seen them a couple of times, I think, El Nino.
But not for a very long time.
But yeah, it's been a hell of a long time. Over 20 years, probably.
If I'm honest, probably forgot they existed.
I didn't realise they were still around.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah. I think when they came up on the playlist, actually, even looking at the lineup poster, it had passed me by until they came on, and I was like, oh, what are they doing here? But yeah, they'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be amazing. And then going back even further in time.
Killing Joke?
Killing Joke.
Classic.
I absolutely love Killing Joke.
Yeah, we've seen them at least 2 or 3 times.
More than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, do you know where I first came across Killing Joke? Do you know my tale on this one? They were supporting Motley Crue.
Yes.
On an arena tour in 2005.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I'd heard of them before, but never really listened to them. Watched them live there. I was completely blown away. And I've seen them probably 2 or 3 times since at Rock City.
I must have seen them at least 3 times at Rock City.
Yeah.
At least 3 times. Possibly more.
Mm.
I absolutely love Killing Joke. They're kind of like one of the godfathers of metal, aren't they?
Yeah. Jazz Coleman is a legend.
Yeah. They've inspired so many bands. And, any kind of real established musician always points back to them being kind of like, almost like Genesis for them, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not Genesis the band, but it's that kind of moment. So I can't wait for that.
That's going to be good, definitely. And then I've got Belphegor.
Yeah, I've got those 2.
Yeah, they've just released a new album, haven't they? So I need to give that a listen properly.
Yeah, and I've been listening to them on the playlist, and I really like them. So I'm looking forward to that.
And then tying in with the Sunday dinner theme.
Yeah.
For some of us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Lamb of God.
Or as you like to call them.
Beef of Jesus.
Yes. And again, we've seen them before, haven't we, at Download?
I've seen them a few times.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll be good to finish things off.
Yeah, I think it's a really good main stage finish.
Mm-hmm.
Solid band that's plenty big enough to headline.
Definitely, yeah.
And I imagine that, unlike Download, that I think for this there will be a lot of people still around.
Yeah, people won't be dwindling away unless they really need to.
Unless they really need to go, everybody will be staying for the love of God.
Yes. And then I've got Night Flight Orchestra provisionally marked.
Okay. I've not got them down yet, but I don't know if
I
I've listened to them.
don't think you like them. I think I've played a couple of songs and you didn't seem keen on them. And I know originally, a few months ago, they were actually down to be headlining the Thursday night, and somehow things got switched around and now they're going to be last off on a Sunday. So whether I'll last that long to watch them on a Sunday night, I don't know. We shall see. But I'm sure they'll pop up somewhere else if I don't see them.
Yeah. I suppose following on from the Lamb of God, I think we should probably talk about our second favourite thing, which is kind of related to that. Food. The food that we want to watch. The food that we want to eat.
You can watch food.
Yeah.
So yeah, the food. We love the food at a festival. So we've had a look through at the vendors that are going to be there and picked out some that have stood out. Yeah. I think we may be potentially eating a bit more vendor food than we would at Download, because you're not allowed to barbecue at your tent. You have to go to a barbecue area, and we don't know how we feel about that.
Yeah, I want to do my stuff outside my tent, so
yeah,
I probably won't be doing anything like we would at a normal festival.
Yeah, we're taking plenty of snacks that we can eat cold and stuff, but there might be a bit more vendor feeding going on. So what have you got on your list to start?
What have you got? Because you're more fussy than me.
I'm not fussy. Well, my first one is one that you'll be steering well clear of. It's the Meatless Farms truck.
Yeah, you can stick that up your arse. I'm going nowhere near that.
They were at Download Pilot, and yeah, they're a well-known vegetarian product provider.
Okay.
They do a nice burger, so I will potentially partake in a little burger from there, or whatever else they might have. I don't know. They might have hot dogs, I think, or something. Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the places I've got down is the Wrap Shack. I do like a wrap.
Yeah.
So I'll be going there, and some of the stuff that they've got on look pretty cool. So that's one that I'm aiming for. I've
got Teabag Chihuahua Mexican.
I looked at that. I wasn't sure about how I felt about having Mexican at a festival.
Well, I was just thinking nachos and stuff. I had them before and they were nice, and they catered.
I like hot nachos though.
Yeah, the one I had at Download where they had the chili on, and they cater for vegetarians.
No, so I like the nachos hot.
Oh yeah,
not spicy. I mean, I like them to be warm.
No, they were warm.
Were
had.
They?
Yeah.
Oh, because most places it is literally just the tortilla chips, isn't it?
Yeah, no, these had been warmed somehow.
Okay.
So anyway, I will have a look and see what they've got on offer.
Mm-hmm. I've got the salt and chili chicken stall.
Yeah, you can keep that.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, you ain't getting a look in. Nobody's getting a look in. That's all mine. And the usual Sunday fare, King of the Yorkie.
Of course, that's on my list. Yeah. And also, to tie in with that, I've spotted there's going to be a churros stall for Sunday pudding.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. You're not going for the donuts then?
There are also donuts, and I think I've spotted a Belgian waffle stand.
There is a Belgian waffle stand too. I might have Belgian waffles.
Plenty of Sunday pudding offerings there.
I've also got bunny chow down.
I've got that as well, because I've never tried it.
Never done a bunny chow, yeah.
So that could be a good stodgy feed.
Yeah. Speaking of stodgy feeds, my favourite one.
Mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And what I've spotted on the picture of this, obviously it might not be the same when you're there, mac and cheese wrap.
No.
Mac wrap? No? Mac in a wrap?
No.
Sounds like cag in a bag. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think what they need to do is, I need to find a mac and cheese place that does a bucket.
Do you know what they need to do? What I've never seen at a festival? Garlic bread. Why don't they do garlic bread? Or is there garlic bread and I've just not seen it? Because you get pizza, why would you not get garlic bread?
Oh, mac and cheese and garlic bread.
Oh, that's making your tummy rumble, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Have you got any others?
Yeah, I've got one more.
Okay.
I've got Barnaby pie.
I spotted the pies. I thought, Sunday dinner pie. But no, you have to have a Yorkie. So for me, I think a pie will depend on the weather, if it's pie weather.
Might be a Saturday tea for me, that.
Yeah.
Pie chips, mushy peas, gravy.
Oh, yeah. That could be a thing. Other couple that I've got are the paella, which I heard good things about at Download.
That looks all right.
They do a veggie option, so I could frequently.
The only thing that put me off was I didn't know how I felt about eating too much rice at the festival.
I know what you mean,
rice
but it's
rice can be
fairly
really funny.
fresh, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the way that they're doing it, obviously if they've got quick turnaround, then...
Yeah, I suppose.
If they're popular, it's not going to be sat there, is it?
No, it's just one of those I'm always a little bit funny on.
Yeah, I agree with that, especially after that noodle episode I once had.
I did look at the noodle bar.
Yeah, I just skimmed past that one with a very long stick. My last one I've got is Edgy Veggie. Quite like the name of it. Obviously it's going to be veggie, so I'll see what they're selling. And obviously pizza, if you fancy a pizza.
Never had a pizza at a festival.
I don't think I have, actually. And I don't know why. Usually because there's other better foods to go for.
Yeah.
I've seen various different coffee stalls and stuff, which might be nice of a morning.
Yeah, I did see some nice coffee stalls, so that is something I'll definitely be doing.
Yeah.
If you like a nice coffee.
Yeah, because there's only so much sachet, camping, water-boiled
coffee you can drink, yeah.
Yeah. And interesting to see what the prices might be like on the food, because obviously they've capped the drinks in terms of the pints at least. So what the food will be like.
Yeah, will they cap the vendors?
I don't know, or will vendors have their own
pricing system? Well, the thing is, they've all got to keep it competitive.
That's true. Other interesting point to note is that it is either cash or card, not card only, so
yeah,
that will be interesting.
I've seen it where it was card only.
That was download.
Was it?
Yeah. Also to see whether the vendors using a card machine actually show you what you're paying this time.
Well, yeah, that'd be interesting.
There's a thing.
But I think there's plenty to keep us going.
Yeah, so obviously expect that coming up in the review episode in a couple of weeks' time. We'll tell you all about our favourite foods. I think that's it then for everything that we're looking forward to at Bloodstock.
Yeah.
Just got to sit and wait for it to come
11
round.
days.
Yes.
Or 4 if you're listening to this on release day.
Yes.
Right, well that's it for this week. Don't forget you can find us on Twitter and Instagram if you search Ready to Moshcast. So give us a follow there. And if you like what you've been listening to, tell people about the podcast as well. And we've also got a YouTube channel now called
Ready to Mosh. Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought?
So yeah, go and have a look for us on there.
And if you see us around at the festival, just, come and say hi.
Yep, we might even give you a sticker. Make it stop, Moog.